又係我 plan 緊我嘅 Christmas dinner 啦。有啲朋友嚟我屋企飲咧，我就買啲37蚊嘅紅酒雪咗佢，大家就會飲到啲好 full 嘅酒啦。Or
Yeah,
not?
not really.
Okay.
Because
What should I do?
you'll just get the
Make
tannins.
mulled wine, maybe.
Yeah, make mulled wine. You'll just get the tannins, but you won't get the flavour. So it'll just be horrible.
That's true.
Yeah.
So you really need to pick better wines, unless they are like your friends.
Exactly. Exactly.
You got that California swing when you move that thing. Working summer through to the spring like it ain't a thing. Say something you know what to do, yeah, you know it's true. No, they can't do it like you do it like you do. Hey, hey, this world is your stage, easy living, living. You gotta work if you wanna play. Hey, hey.
啦啦啦啦啦啦！大家好啊，我又係你哋嘅節目主持人樹莉莉啦。今日咧我就嚟到市區嘅一個釀酒廠，唔好以為咧淨係可以喺呢個出邊嘅要有農莊啦，或者係一個好大嘅地方啦，陽光充足啦，先至會有釀酒廠喎。其實喺市區咧，只要你揾到一個合適嘅地方咧，都可以有一個好得意嘅釀酒廠。而呢個釀酒廠咧係個名係叫搞搞鎮啦。頭先個老細咧就同我講，因為佢想改變世界 one bottle at a time 喎。我頭先問佢究竟咩係 natural wine， 佢好直接咁講。咪發酵提子汁咯，佢仲話其實釀酒咧有好多唔同嘅方法啦，其實你中意點做就點做嘅。我好中意咧呢個老細嘅自由靈魂，不如我哋就慢慢咁樣睇下佢點樣慢慢改變呢個釀酒嘅生態啊！好小心行啊我。我哋就見到前面咧一個好搞笑嘅人，就係老細 Warren。Hi Warren。
Good afternoon.
Are you enjoying the day
I
so
love
far?
it. Thanks so much for coming.
So are we checking out these huge tanks today?
Yeah, so again, so basically what we are is we're an urban winery making wine in London. We buy grapes from all over the UK and all over Europe, race them back to London and make innovative styles of wine here in London.
Because this is so big for me.
I know.
How many bottles do you produce each year?
We do about 15 different wines and about 67,000 bottles.
Okay.
And that does sound like a lot, but I promise you it's teeny tiny.
So how much of that do you consume every year?
Personally,
Wow, that's a personal question.
personally, I think 2 bottles a day, so about 700-800 bottles a year.
我哋唔建議家庭觀眾每日飲2支酒 but maybe
No.
drink more water.
Yeah, and also drink less wine but better quality.
That's a good line. So do
Yeah.
you think your wine is the better quality options out there?
Definitely. 100%, yeah.
Yeah.
Wine, people don't often realize that wine is a really industrially made product.
Yeah.
And actually, if you make it in a slightly more what they call low intervention way, it's better for the planet, it's better for you, and it often and almost always tastes better.
頭先 Warwick 就話咧，雖然出身係好重要啦，但係其實製作過程咧會令到啲酒嘅味道更加升華，或者甚至乎好或者唔好咧，都係好取決於其實後邊嘅步驟，其實都係好重要嘅。咁 Warwick 啊 ，Are we gonna try any wine from this barrel?
We can try. So we're at the time of the year where most of the wine's in the bottling phase, but we've got one tank that's full. Do you fancy trying that?
Yes, please.
So this is it's a new wine, so it's not finished and really ready to drink. It's been in oak barrels for a year, and now it's being transferred to tank to settle down before we put it into bottle. And it's a Northern Italian grown Pinot Noir, so a red wine.
I love Pinot Noir.
And we've made this a bit different because we've aged it in Hungarian oak.
佢成日咧都會加啲新意落去啦。佢覺得平時用慣咗可能法國嘅木咧，佢就會用匈牙利嘅木啦。即係其實只要轉一轉你要用嘅嘢，佢就覺得咧喺英國或者喺倫敦做酒最好嘅地方就係冇歷史包袱。冇歷史包袱佢就可以做好多創新嘅嘢。
And it's a wine we call Gary because we give all of our wines names.
我想同觀眾分享點解佢會將呢個酒叫做 Gary 啦，係因為佢哋每一年咧都會是但揾個顧客。總之你肯嘅話咧。你就俾個名同埋俾你個樣，我哋要有埋專業攝影師去影你啦。每一年你自費翻嚟咧，我哋就將個酒命名為你啦。 頭先 Warwick 咧就話佢盡量想有唔同性別啊或者膚色嘅代表啦。我會形容咧，佢頭先講嘅都係唔同國家嘅代表都會有。佢就想有另外啲地方可以創新，同埋俾人哋有唔同嘅 contribution 嘅話，就喺個 label 度咯。自己話 OK， 我可以做個 face of on the bottle， 跟住之後我有個故事可以寫埋落個 bottle 嘅話。其實 Warwick 就係問緊 Why not？ Why not 就係你嘅人生宗旨係咪啊？係啊
Why not? Why not? Why not
Why
put people's
not?
faces on?
Yeah.
I mean, we're not a traditional wine brand. We're not in France. We don't make traditional wines. Let's do things differently.
Mention.
Exactly. Let's do things differently. And why not put the most important people on the bottles? And those people are our customers.
Like everyday customers.
Exactly. They have to be everyday customers. They can't be friends, family, or anyone who works.
飲落去咧，我頭先好直接同佢講，哇！真係好似一個坑呢個提子汁嘅啫。It's not a full-bodied wine. It's definitely really light, but spiky.
Exactly. So this is North Italian grown Pinot Noir, and so we make it into an aromatic, fragrant, light style. We're trying to do things differently, but without being gimmicky. And so we do lots of things. Like one of the most innovative things we do is we take the same grape variety from different countries and press them together and ferment them together.
So it's just like bringing different people together. Gary, Jamie, and Crystal, and having a good wine. 頭先 Warwick 講咗一點好好咧，佢就話我係想創新，我唔想搞噱頭。呢樣嘢好特別咯，就係唔係使成日好似我咁每一集都要搞噱頭，整到個頭同埋個妝唔知點噶嘛。我哋可以好輕鬆素顏咁樣出現噶嘛，係咪？係咪啊？係啊。Oh, I can't wait to try other wines.
Okay, great.
Can
I've got
we
loads.
start now?
I got loads.
Let's go.
Let's go.
今日咧嚟到係試3隻酒㗎。
So we're going to start with Nina. It's a white wine. It's a Sauvignon Blanc. But the unusual thing is it's a Sauvignon Blanc grown in Germany.
Oh.
And we make it using a special yeast strain from South Africa. So it tries to make it more tropical, melony, appley. But you'll see. Cheers.
Cheers. It actually has melon taste.
Yeah, the way in which you make wines, the vessel you make it in, the yeast you use, the temperature you use, the skill of the winemaker, all changes the flavor of wine.
我覺得係好清新嘅一個飲品，呢個係我會唔小心飲咗4杯咯。我唔知點樣形容呢隻酒，但係就係好輕，好似一個好年輕嘅酒咁。
Yeah.
So after Nina, lovely name by the way, Asian woman with a lovely eyeliner.
Yeah.
Love it.
We're going to try Courtney. And Courtney,
Let's do it.
it's a girl's name, but it's also a boy's name. And this guy's a boy.
Oh.
So Courtney's a boy. He's a chef from South London. And the wine itself is an Italian-grown grape called Nero di Troia. And we make it into a fresher, aromatic style. And now we're going to serve it chilled. So chilled red wine.
第二支係 chilled 嘅紅酒喎。
Again, you can drink wine anywhere you want. If someone tells you you should never drink red wine chilled, say, it's my wine, I'll drink it how I want it.
我要解釋頭先嗰句就係，我中意點飲就點飲啦紅酒，我中意煲佢嚟飲就煲佢嚟飲，雪咗佢嚟飲就雪咗佢嚟飲，講得啱，都係自己個人嘅選擇，大家都要尊重嘅。哇，嗰種香味咧，呢個係似甜品 ，smells like a lot of fruitiness.
Yeah, and again, the way we make this, by picking the grapes a bit early, having higher acidity, and making it in a chilled style, we preserve that freshness and that fruitiness. It's not a chunky, chewy, big red wine. It's a light, fresh wine.
呢個應該係似平時咧細個咧食提子嘅時候咧要自己搣噶嘛，但係又好懶搣啦，跟住就含咗喺個嘴度啜個提子核出嚟嗰個提子皮嗰個味啦。真係佢 chill 完之後係似再厚啲嘅酒咯。Should we try the third wine that I really anticipate? The Q Bethanol， 淨係用提子嚟釀酒咧，就係用人類啦。如果咧加咗一重嘢，唔同嘅創新嘢，譬如呢個係加咗蛇麻或者係叫啤酒花釀製嘅咧，就係用呢啲好 Q 嘅動物一齊做啦。Shall we try?
Let's try it. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's very unusual. It's more like
It's not wine. It's almost like
it's more like a beer than it is a wine. But it's all this juice is straight from a grape. It's not from no water. It's just grape juice.
呢個係聞落去咧，好似 IPA 嗰啲好清嘅 啤酒，有啲似 craft beer 味添喎，但係佢係 craft wine。
Yeah, it's a craft beer, craft wine hybrid.
Ah.
So it's made from grapes, but it smells like a beer.
Oh, it really tastes really special. I like this. 哇，我覺得我今日好想攞走呢支酒。呢一隻咧真係好適合 party 嘅時候，似啤酒但係又係酒，又易啲入口，又高酒精濃度，都幾危險喎呢個 drink 係。飲飲下就會開始講自己嘅辛酸嘅故事咯。咁 Moria， 其實你到最後係想達成啲咩咧
I think if we can do anything, it's bringing innovation to wine, changing the way wine's perceived and made, educating people that wine is not just about the grape, but about the people who make it.
The process.
And also showing that wine is for everybody.
佢就係非常之想咧，將唔同嘅自由嘅思想咧帶入去佢嘅產品度。Thank you, Warwick, today.
Thanks a lot.
Can I finish this glass? Don't
Please do.
pour it out. Yeah, thank you. 酒咧就我覺得好飲就得㗎啦。不過如果有更加多嘅故事同埋佢製作嘅過程係有好特別啊，或者環保啲啊，我就覺得都應該係值得支持啲嘅。今日咧，我特登着到一個釘咁咧，就係因為我要好好咁尊敬呢個地方啊！成間咁有趣嘅酒吧咧，全部嘅酒咧都係佢哋自己親手咁樣咧手留翻嚟啦，同埋90%以上都係女性嘅製酒師去做㗎。我好開心呢啲咧，成日會 include 好多女性啊，又或者好特別嘅嘢。We are going to try some very special wine. I heard that more than 90% are made by female winemakers, and at the same time, you don't have anything boring. You have natural wine, organic wine, biodynamic wine. I can't wait to try everything. I heard that we are going to try 90, right?
91 all So we're starting with Oxney English sparkling.
Thank you. 喺英國梗係要試下啲英國嘅 sparkling.
Traditional method, traditional blend of Pinot Noir, Pinot Meunier, Chardonnay. Made by Christine Celtic.
係啊，你一定要記得嗰啲咧製酒師嘅名字嘅，呢個就係 Kristen 整嘅。Look at the bubbles. I think that recent year more sparkling wines are made in England. Is it because of the temperature change? I heard that global warming, everything.
So the climate is really appropriate to sparkling, so there is more winemaker in UK starting to do traditional method champagne.
Yeah.
To try.
I can't wait to try it. What is the best way to try sparkling?
To test this one, are quite good to test the wine because you can it allow you to smell a bit more. But of course, and if you want to keep all the bubbles, they're probably in the flutes like a champagne glass. But I always try to look the color, and to see how the bubble, the smell. And if you have more aroma, you can swell a little bit.
Wow, this is very acidic.
Some like ripe fruits. You have a bit of kind of brioche aroma, so it's really well balanced because you have this kind of generosity and also the acidity. So it's quite.
It smells like summer. I know it's a very cheap way of describing it, but reminds me of seafood. A lot of seafood cuisine.
Yes.
Or
That's
fresh
amazing.
scallop salad.
Amazing pairing with oysters.
So when you're deciding who to include for the wine collection, do you go out and investigate if they're making natural wine and checking all their credentials, or do you just answer to the suppliers? And do you go to vineyards yourself?
But for us, it's important to be sure the organic or biogenic natural. So we always double check if the information are correct or all this kind of thing.
可能有啲家庭觀眾咧就會話啦，點解一定要揀男或者女啊？咁做到酒，你支持個味道咪得咯？一定有啲特別嘅原因係令到我哋今日嘅兩位佢哋特登咧要支持啲女性嘅。Why do we pick female winemakers, especially in this industry?
Traditionally, like a man-dominated industry, because it's farmer and also alcohol, like traditionally.
Yeah, conventionally, maybe.
Yeah. So, but now it's evolving, and there is more and more female winemaker or female vineyard owner.
Just need to give them a hand. and support。因為傳統上咧，成日嗰啲繼承者咧都係男性啦，咁好多時候女性嘅名咧就會慢慢喺個傳統度咧就會冇咗。要攞翻個名咧，其實就係支持翻啲女性嘅製酒人啦，又或者係你支持到一個位，去到有一日你根本就唔需要再提佢哋嘅性別嘅時候，可能就係我哋最想有嘅酒嘅一日啦。
Okay, next is Kiki, rosé patinat. Kiki is a word for when dry queens meet to debrief.
哦，我好中意咧，佢個 cover 係一個變裝皇后嘅樣，跟住佢係好型。
It's a blend of Riesling, Pinot Blanc, Merlot, 3 to 6 months maceration on the skins depending on the vintage.
I love how every time we start drinking, you remind us of the winemaker's name, and this time it's Jasmine Swan.
Yes.
So is it natural wine this time?
This is an unfiltered rosé patinat, Pétillant Natural.
That's a very long name. 每一次開嘅時候咧，我都要諗一諗究竟係會係咩味咧？可能真係要開咗嗰支酒咧，俾呢個 Dame 試下嘅時候，我先知道OK。我好中意嗰啲每一次一開咗一支酒一試嘅時候嗰種未知嘅感覺，而呢種未知嘅感覺咧係我覺得係其中一種食嘢嘅時候嘅快樂嚟嘅。Whoa! How should I describe this taste? It's grassy. Is it?
Grassy,
Yeah.
you have a bit of something greenish, you know, a bit
greenish,
leafy.
definitely.
But in the same time, you have also like a lot of fruit, like maybe raspberry, watermelon, grapefruit,
definitely.
and even like the grapefruit zest, you know, which brings in like the bitterness is a bit like that.
It almost tastes like a cocktail.
Yeah, you have this. It's still a wine, but because it's so fruity, so a bit different, a bit more funky. So you can totally imagine to have it like for aperitif by itself and just enjoy it, you know.
Just enjoy it.
On the sunshine, on the terrace.
What a great terra. 因為成日去飲嘢咧，我就分唔到 natural wine、biodynamic wine 同埋呢個 organic wine 咧。How do I distinguish between the three?
So the way I explain it to customers is it's sort of like a hierarchy of at least at the sort of fundamental level organic, no pesticides being added, and then biodynamic, which is minimal intervention, plus lunar cycles, and then natural, which is nothing is added or taken away, just the pure expression. And I'm copying from one of your phrases because I think that's the perfect way to describe it and for people to understand.
原來喺三種酒裏邊咧，biodynamic 係最難整啦，所以就更加有要求嘅嘢咧係佢哋可能會擺喺個高啲嘅位啊，我都會啦，即係我對自己都有要求俾我今日嘅造型。
Biodynamic will be even stricter, and it's also a bit more. There is a philosophy behind it, so it's considering the vine on the full ecosystem. So to have like healthy wine, you need to have healthy ecosystem. So you need to have a lot of insects, microbes, animals around to make the vine stronger. And also you can follow the lunar calendar and to harvest like a specific like in full moon, for example, or you say.
I love how poetic it sounds. 原來佢話biodynamic咧要諗嘅更加多，例如咧喺個生態環境裏邊咧，你有冇好好照顧啲昆蟲啊、動物啊，又或者甚至乎咧係滿月嘅時候先採摘啊，其實你就唔可以過分採摘，你要小心地考慮到生態喎。哇！我覺得呢個好有詩意啊！你諗下，如果我第時出歌嘅時候咧，要考慮到係唔可以即係做得太多嘢啊，我要3個月先至可以拍2分鐘嘅短片啊，或者係出一首歌啊，咁都幾好，我覺得。I love this.
So this one is natural. So this means they are adding nothing. So on the production, so from the vineyard to the cellar.
Yeah， 我飲落去嘅感覺係除咗係刺激之外咧，飲完之後咧，原來係對呢個環境係更加好嘅建樹咧，我就會覺得呢一啲酒會更加好飲。咁其實 natural wine 咧都會成日又要整多幾個步驟啊，又要考慮埋環境因素啊，會唔會佢個製作嘅 cost 會更加大啊？
For sure, I mean there is a bit more work in the vineyards. I mean because you don't put any chemical inside. Everything needs to be cleaner. You know, you can't have the vat can't be spoiled with anything. So it's a bit more precision there. Yeah, of course. You know, if you do everything by hand, that's also other costs.
But I think the customers, they made their choice. They want
Yes.
changes, and then they use their money to get the bottle and what we are rewarded is the funkiness.
But isn't it the most original way of making
Yes.
wine in human history? Because
以前咧就係 natural wine 啊，就所有嘢都係 natural wine，因為你都唔會有啲咩特別嘅添加劑啦。去到後期就越嚟越多唔同嘅製酒方法啊，會加咗落去。有啲人咧甚至乎形容係natural wine 或者 organic wine 係一啲比較再古舊啲嘅嘢，我會形容係即係風水輪流轉地咧，將啲舊嘅又變翻做潮流咁樣諗。我覺得係當呢個科技發展越嚟越好啦，人對生活嘅追求越嚟越多嘅時候咧，佢哋就會諗一啲唔同嘅方法，點樣可以將自己飲啊、食啊、睇啊、着嘅嘢咧，都其實我會覺得係一個 upgrade 咯。今日咧，其實飲咗咁多 natural wine 咧，就係講緊係你既然傳統嘅酒嘅開心感覺咧，所有 natural wine 都俾到你，而再加埋係嗰種環保啦，又或者你揀咗係支持女性製酒人啦。我就覺得呢啲就係平時要試多啲嘅嘢啊，就係你行出一步咧，用你嘅選擇咧去支持你想成就嘅世界。我哋一齊為呢個世界乾杯 ！Shall we cheers to the world? World peace！ 我覺得慢慢人咧越嚟越老嘅時候咧，作為一個年長嘅女性啦，越嚟越年長嘅女性嘅時候咧，對於酒嘅追求咧都係越嚟越高㗎。去到而家大個咧，佢識得去瞄人哋揀俾我嘅酒啊，又或者識得入去咧呢個酒吧度咧，開始叫人哋話可唔可以有啲 interesting 嘅嘢啊？頭先我同佢哋傾偈咧，原來話酒吧嘅酒保係咪叫 sommelier 咧係好中意你叫佢嗌啲 interesting 嘅酒㗎。咁所以下次咧，如果咩都唔記得要做啲咩嘅時候咧，就可以叫啲 interesting 啲嘅酒，表現一下自己對於品味嘅追求，又或者就算冇追求都唔緊要㗎，你用你嘅錢咧去支持一下啲獨立嘅 bottle shop 啦。
記得 subscribe 呢個 YouTube channel， 更多 ViuTV 嘅足本節目將會定時上架。撳埋個鈴鈴，一有新片即刻通知你。